Hey, this is Heidi Dawson. If you love all things health and wellness and style of any kind, hang out here with me each week. I'm obsessed with never-ending improvement, and it's all in an effort to help each one of us live a wildly successful lifestyle. Subscribe today so you don't miss a thing. Hi, guys. Welcome to the 28th episode of the Wildly Successful Lifestyle Podcast. Oh, the weather is so gorgeous here today. I went for a run. I've been actually running quite a bit lately since the gyms are closed, and it just invigorates me so much and gives me a lot of time to think and take in how beautiful everything is right now. I love summer trees. They're just so green and beautiful and lush, but it's also so good for my thoughts. And it really got me thinking about our physical strength and how much emphasis we put on getting our physical bodies in shape. Training and focusing on, our exercise and our diet. We spend a lot of time and money to get this right. But what about our mental strength? How do we develop that? And what does that even look like? We hear so much about developing good mindset habits, but I also think we need to really focus on eliminating bad habits as well if we want to improve our mental strength. So here are a few bad habits, that seem to be growing in popularity right now. The first one I thought of was not having time limitations on energy vampires. We all have our own personal version of what that looks like. It could be social media, video games, watching the news too much. These all are energy vampires for sure. The second one I thought of was you let your brain control you rather than vice versa. Remember, your brain really wants to keep you safely in your comfort zone. You build mental strength by stepping out of your comfort zone. And the episode I did the other day, it talks about out of your comfort zone is where a lot of the good stuff is. And then the last one that I thought about was you can't compare yourself to others. And that social media makes that very easy to do. And sometimes you may find yourself resenting someone else's success or looking at their life and resenting that. Did you know that envying your friends on Facebook or Instagram actually can lead to depression? And did you know that your brain actually likes the drama of it all? That's why we have to tell our brain what to think. The output is only as good as the input. What we put in is what we put out. But we do need to figure out ways to be comfortable with being uncomfortable. This brings us mental strength in spades. I just finished a book called The Art of Learning by Jeff Waitzkin, and he said this quote: "The little moments where you can push yourself beyond your comfort zone and get uncomfortable build tolerance and slowly expand your ability to get tougher and tougher." Now, I've been in more uncomfortable situations than I care to admit, but I know that this is part of what makes me successful because I'm not afraid of trying something new or starting something new or doing hard things. I can remember my first experience with traveling outside of the country alone. It was so scary because I hadn't traveled a lot by myself, and I decided the first time I'm going to do that, I'm going to go on the other side of the world. Anyway, I was going to a health and vitality seminar in Fiji, of all places. So after a couple long flights, then I had to get on a puddle jumper to get to the island where the seminar was held. This was not a smooth ride, so my nerves were completely on edge. Once we got to the location of the seminar, I found out something that I did not know. I guess I had missed the memo. We would be fasting for 3 days to detox. I didn't know that. We were only allowed to have a green powder drink for nutrients and one small 1-inch triangle of pineapple. I mean, to say the least, I was so uncomfortable by this time. I wanted nothing more than to just go back home. But I stuck it out and ended up learning more about my health and my body than I ever would have if I hadn't have stayed. I also made connections there that lasted a long time, and I still have healthy habits from that trip. I learned that I'm capable and strong, and at the time was very addicted to sugar, which didn't make for a pleasant detox. It was hard, it was uncomfortable, but it was very worth it. Do you practice doing things that are hard or out of your comfort zone? This is one way of building mental strength. A few other ways of building good habits we can do to build mental strength would be practicing gratitude. Just start with writing 3 things every single morning. Practicing meditation. It's hard, but it's worth it. I promise you it's one of the best things I've ever done. And then also feed your mind with positive reinforcements. Books, podcasts, documentaries. I mean, from here on out, I think we should all train our mental strength just as hard as we do our physical strength. Physical strength gives you vitality. Mental strength gives you the ability to say no when you need to, the ability to handle stress, and the ability to keep going when you want to quit. All crucial ingredients to a wildly successful lifestyle. Love you guys. Talk to you in a few days. Don't forget to subscribe and share with your friends, because we're just going to keep going bigger and better places together, and I love that about us. Talk to you in a few days.